Lady Gaga left the world buzzing at the 2025 MTV Video Music Awards, and it wasn't just because of her record-breaking nominations or the massive Artist of the Year win. It was because she showed up, accepted her award, delivered a passionate speech, and then walked straight out of the arena just 15 minutes into the show. Fans were confused, social media went wild, and speculations spread instantly. But the truth behind Gaga's quick exit isn't a scandal, a feud, or diva behavior. It's actually a story of a once-in-a-lifetime schedule clash, a testament to her artistry, and a little reminder that Gaga has always done things her own way. The VMAs were held at the UBS Arena in New York on September 7, 2025. It was one of the biggest nights in music, with artists like Taylor Swift, Olivia Rodrigo, Doja Cat, and Bad Bunny lighting up the red carpet and the stage. Lady Gaga arrived, dressed in a bold and theatrical outfit that instantly made headlines, as only Gaga can. She was nominated for an incredible 12 awards, more than any other artist that night. For any other performer, this would have been the evening to bask in the spotlight, perform a show-stopping number, sit through the ceremony, and collect statues. But Gaga had something else on her plate, a sold-out stadium concert scheduled on the exact same night. The Mayhem Ball, her latest world tour, had a stop at Madison Square Garden the very same evening. The showtime was 9:30 p.m. And the VMAs broadcast began at 8 p.m. Even though the two venues are only about 18 miles apart, anyone familiar with New York traffic knows that's no simple commute, especially when you factor in security, costume changes, and the precision timing of a live concert. Gaga's team knew she couldn't be in two places at once, so she did the next best thing. She gave the VMAs a short but unforgettable appearance before heading off to electrify her own audience. When she accepted the award for Artist of the Year early in the show, she didn't just rush through a thank you speech. In typical Gaga fashion, she made it an emotional, poetic moment. She spoke about what it means to be an artist, calling artistry both a craft and a responsibility. She thanked her fans, her little monsters, and told them that their energy is what keeps her alive as a performer. And then came one of the most tender moments of the night, her dedication to Michael Polansky, her fiancé. Gaga called their relationship a dream, a beautiful dream, and for fans who have followed her roller coaster personal life, it felt like a rare glimpse of vulnerability wrapped inside a star-studded award show moment. But what made the exit dramatic wasn't just the timing, it was the way Gaga did it. After thanking her team and her fans, she said directly, "I wish I could stay and watch all these amazing performances, but I have to go back to Madison Square Garden." And with that, she was gone. The cameras caught her walking out with purpose, security trailing behind, and within minutes, social media was ablaze. Fans posted reactions like, "Did Gaga just leave the VMAs? She really said thanks and dipped, and that's the most Gaga thing ever." Some people wondered if there was more to the story. Was she avoiding someone? Was there drama with MTV? Was it a protest move? But no, the reality was far more practical, and honestly, far more impressive. Gaga didn't leave to snub anyone. She left to perform a full concert for tens of thousands of fans who had been waiting for months, and she wasn't about to shortchange them. What made this even more remarkable is that Gaga still managed to perform at the VMAs without being there. A pre-recorded segment from Madison Square Garden aired later in the broadcast, featuring her dramatic performance of Abracadabra and the premiere of her haunting new song, The Dead Dance. The visuals were dark, magical, and unforgettable, showcasing Gaga at her most theatrical. Fans watching at home didn't miss out entirely. They still got a taste of her performance energy, even though she was simultaneously tearing it up at MSG. To put this in perspective, think about how demanding it is to headline a world tour and prepare a VMA performance at the same time. Gaga's schedule was split between rehearsals, costume fittings, choreography, and travel. That she managed to deliver both, even if one was pre-recorded, shows the kind of work ethic and ambition that has defined her entire career. Gaga has always pushed herself to do what others wouldn't dare attempt. From her infamous meat dress at the 2010 VMAs to her jaw-dropping halftime show at the Super Bowl, she thrives on spectacle and challenge. Leaving the VMAs after 15 minutes wasn't about walking away. It was about running toward something bigger. And this isn't the first time Gaga has had to balance high-profile commitments. Over the years, she's juggled acting in blockbuster films like A Star Is Born and Joker, Folie à Deux while maintaining her music career. She's performed on some of the biggest stages in the world, from the Academy Awards to presidential inaugurations. She's no stranger to the pressure of being in two places at once, but this time, the scheduling just made it impossible to fully commit to both. Fans have reacted with a mix of awe and humor. Some joked that only Gaga could treat the VMAs like a quick stop before heading to her real job. Others praised her dedication, saying it proved she never forgets her fans who buy concert tickets. And of course, conspiracy theories always creep in. Claims that she was making a silent statement about the relevance of award shows in 2025. But if you look closely at her speech, it's clear she was grateful for the recognition. She simply couldn't stay. What this moment really highlights is how much the music industry has changed. In an era where live touring makes up the bulk of revenue for artists, concerts sometimes take priority over award shows. Gaga has built her legacy not just on trophies but on the strength of her live performances and her relationship with fans. She knows where her power comes from, and that's why she chose to make Madison Square Garden her priority that night. And let's not forget the symbolism. The VMAs were once the pinnacle of music culture, the place where the biggest stars made history. But now, for an artist like Gaga, her own tour, her own vision, and her own stage hold just as much, if not more, weight. In leaving after 15 minutes, Gaga might not have been making a conscious statement, but the message was clear. Her artistry doesn't fit into anyone's timeline but her own. As the night went on, the VMAs continued with big wins and viral performances, but Gaga's quick exit remained the headline. Even as she was performing at MSG, clips of her leaving the VMAs were being shared millions of times online. It became the story of the night. Lady Gaga, there and gone in a flash, still somehow the most talked about artist in the room. And that's the brilliance of Lady Gaga. She doesn't need to sit through a 3-hour show to dominate the conversation. 15 minutes was enough. One heartfelt speech, one record-breaking win, and one dramatic exit, and she owned the VMAs. Meanwhile, she went on to deliver an entire concert that fans described as one of her best ever. So in the end, why did Lady Gaga leave the 2025 MTV VMAs after just 15 minutes? Because she's an artist with a commitment to her fans, a performer who refuses to compromise, and a star who knows exactly how to make an impact. She turned a scheduling nightmare into a moment of legend, proving once again that when it comes to Gaga, nothing is ever ordinary. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more celebrity updates just like this.